Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we navigate to the Hall of the Unseen. This doesn't... It's got a lot of tentacles. And, Mohora meat? What's that? Oh, that's boar, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Mohora meat. Near omnipresent, not omniscient, dish throughout the Deadfire, whale meat has fallen in demand with... that's whale meat. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of this in here, and we're just exploring the world. And yes, there is what looks like a volcano. Or, I mean, not really sure if it is a volcano or not. It's got a red rivers. And there's the Hall of the Unseen itself, which is not a volcano. What is it? After an arduous journey, you finally reach the center of the volcanic devastation. Before you is a broad-faced stone building rugged with age. The Eye of Whale, solitary and all-seeing, is emblazoned above the door. You approach the door. Though clearly made only of stone, you feel the burn of the eye's regard between your eyes. The door swings open without a sound and reveals a dark, narrow staircase winding down into the earth. I get the impression they don't want to make too many outside areas. They're probably the ones that take the most effort. So making dungeons is just a lot easier. Yeah. Because we could have seen that, you know, outside and whatnot.
So it's right, left. No, wait. Right, left, straight. Oh, hell. I'm lost already.
Don't worry, Shodi. I see an isometric. Huh. Huh. Wait, that was closed? Okay, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that we're in. I'll activate all the things. So that closes both doors. Okay. Yeah, so I think that closed that, and I got through it because the game didn't mark it as closed before I actually had the chance to move through it. So if I do that, that opens that one, which means I should do this. And then I can do this. Wait for it to be locked. Yep. Maybe... Well, it's not an area that's impossible to do with a single character. That one in particular. Uh-huh. Okay.
You were saying? Give me the
I
order.
forgot to level you up, Maya. I'm so sorry.
Speak your mind.
Aha, it queues. Okay. Okay. Does it queue?
You were saying?
Oh, that's interesting.
Your design is mine.
Speak freely.
Go on, Captain.
I heard you.
Interesting.
Just say the word.
I don't think it's possible to have all of them open
Yes, Captain.
at the same time. Unless what I'm... Oh, no, this is a special one. This one doesn't... Yeah. No?
Speak freely.
No. Yeah, the condition here is quite specific.
Captain.
The condition is that that one is closed.
I heard you. Aye.
That's right. Okay, I can get through. Anyway, Maya, let's level up. And you're gonna get Stealth, Insight, and then Streetwise at level 20. It should be fine. Let's go forward. Yes, we are gonna get a new ability for Ranger and a new ability for Rogue. Yes, indeed. Fantastic. So for our Ranger, we got Evasive Roll. We could have Evasive Fire. The Ranger immediately attacks a random enemy in range. Not really my cup of tea. Superior Camouflage. Extra deflection against ranged attacks, not too bad. Extra accuracy with empowered attacks. And just the empowered stuff over here that I'm not a big fan of, because it's only a single time per turn, or per combat, which is actually pretty good in certain circumstances, I'm sure. Specifically against bosses. And we got the Play Dead. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks, I don't like the ranger abilities. Hunter's Claw. Stacks 20 times. So the ranger strikes in melee like an apex predator, studying their prey and learning how best to defeat them. When first used, the ranger will gain an additional accuracy against the race of their target. This bonus stacks with each successful hit with this ability against creatures of the same race up to a limit. So this requires a melee attack, which is interesting if you're a melee ranger. Concussive Shot. Then we have Hardy Companion. It's not really what I'm looking for. Binding, Roots of Foe AoE for Immobilized. Accuracy versus Reflex. It could be good, actually. For 20 seconds, that is quite a lot of time. That is a lot of time. Extra Reflex, extra damage. Wait. Heightens the predator instincts of the ranger's animal companion, giving them a damage bonus. Yeah. I need to add companion deflection is what I need. I think it's what I have that already, I think. Oh, it's up here. Damage penetration, yeah. So armor rating is the one that I have. This is damage and penetration. So it's nice. This one is just extra damage. Suffering, no. Specifically to people who suffer from damage over time. Yeah, not really my cup of tea. Let's go ahead and, though resistances are nice. The ranger's animal grants intellect. It's just to intellect and perception and afflictions. It's resistance as well, so it's not immunity or anything. So yeah, I'll go with that over there for extra damage and penetration. And now we're talking here with the rogue abilities, because the rogue abilities have things like, hopefully we have things that are good. What do we have? Coordinated positioning. Oh, is that the one where you can sit? Yeah, it is interesting, actually. More so in a turn-based game than anything else, but... Perishing Strike. So this is the Withering Strike over here that says weakened. And this one... the target receives the enfeebled after the effect ends. I'm not a big fan of any of these, to be honest. Allows the rogue to take better advantage of the enemy's weaknesses, dealing significantly more damage when the target is afflicted by 2 or more conditions that allow a sneak attack. Yeah, so extra damage with sneak attacks. Immune to perception afflictions, immune to intellect, and immune to... Wait. While bloodied or near death, the rogue basically becomes immune to afflictions of perception, intellect, and resolve. So you need to be bloodied. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't want to be bloodied. Although, yeah, not a big fan. Got a riposte and some reflex. Yeah. While wielding a single one-handed weapon, some of the attacker's hits are converted to crits. Yeah, that's for melee, I think, specifically. Backstab is an interesting one. This combination of classes is good for melee, basically, with stuff like this. No, is this for melee only? The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons, but must be... Yeah, it's for stealth, I should say. For stealth only. The blinded is good because it's a minus 10 to accuracy. It's kind of good. I mean, it's not amazing, but it does last for a little while. So I like it. What is this? The sap. Concussed. For minus intellect, minus dexterity, and cannot run. Primary attack that leaves the... Did I say concussed? It's confused. It also does extra damage, which is nice. And bonus accuracy. Oh. Yeah, might go with that. I like it. And, don't do that. Why are you doing that, Maya? Why? Why'd you do this to me? Just throwing dirt up everywhere. Okay, moving on then. It's clear we're not going to be able to come the same way without activating these little things. Interesting indeed. Oh, and secrets.
This I cannot do.
And what do we have? By the way, I know where to get Adroban. Thank you so much for telling me in the comments. It's great. It's great. So, Aquamarine, some other things.
Of course.
That opens that. I'm sure it's gonna close that one. And even though I said I'm sure, it turns out it didn't close that one. An abandoned dog? In here. With Jade. Okay. Come here. It's Eliel. Eliel? While Eliel is following you, you gain a bonus to resolve, and your party receives a bonus to melee weapon damage. Pretty good. I mean, the resolve, not so much. Why did I activate that? Because I don't think... Or maybe... This doesn't look very puzzly. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be just fine.
I'll just say another prayer that we can find our way back out.
I mean, That's not unfair. Okay, let's try that one. So I think the animation is actually... The animation doesn't matter.
What say?
There's no entrance to there.
Yeah?
Oh, we found it. And I assume if I do this, that's gonna close it again. There's shadows.
What
Okay.
can I do you for?
So she's locked in there. Okay. This one is exclusively for here. Okay, I like it.
To ask twice.
I like it. And then we have these things which probably we shouldn't touch if we don't have need of it. Although it looks like we might.
Happily.
Nope, we're not gonna have need of it. And Whale is gonna be really mad at me. Or whoever is praising Whale or whatever. Well, we opened it. She's can't touch these. Did we do it?
Yeah, right away.
Not really. We did it now. Yeah, there's probably a combination that allows you to have all the things open if you want to. And these are the shadows that we were seeing. I don't like this. Let's just get... Oh man, the positioning here is just pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. Adair is the one to go in. He's not a fan of Whale. Nobody's a fan of Whale. Ooh! Really? I am so sorry, Adair. You're trapped in there forever. You can't... I mean, I suppose I might be able to put in a dragon in there. Doubt it, because I can't see this in there.
This I cannot do.
Oh, this opened. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why it opened, but we're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright. Once you see that Adair is not necessarily trapped in a room with a bunch of shades. Okay.
You need something.
I do. I need the... Are they immune to electricity? They're not.
Speak freely.
We need to... Oh, this is great. Empower that over
Not
there.
happening.
No? Oh, that's bad.
What can I do?
Get out. Jesus. Get that.
Once.
Okay, she's doing it, actually. Good.
You see that, Ishi?
I think she did it. I think she did it. Let's take a look. It's up here. Ooh, 8 out of 10. I'm not sure how, but I like it. I wonder if it's possible to do AoE attacks with that and just kill 10 enemies in a row. Okay, I like how the dragon goes away and there's dust. That was pretty cool. And there's the way forward. Over here we have the Eye of Whale, a superb scepter, and yeah, also unique. Let's have a look-see. No, that's not what I want. This, what is it? It's a plus 45% damage, obfuscation, 10% chance to become invisible for 8 seconds on scoring a critical hit, 5% chance to cast random illusion spell on target on scoring hit. That's actually really good for damage dealers. And stealth characters, if you 10%, like if you can rely on this to just go into stealth. Hiccups, I'm sorry. That's pretty good. Also, we have Form Phantasmic. Grants a random defensive illusion spell when the caster becomes bloodied, which is not really my kind of cup of tea. Plus 2 to all illusion power levels. So that's for a spellcaster, isn't it? Illusion. I don't know what illusion is. I don't know what that is. I am so bad at classes of magic. Lidless Gaze. What is it? Whale watches with countless eyes. Casts a gaze spell in the area, petrifying and terrifying enemies. For 6 seconds, unfortunately. It's not amazing. I like a higher length, or at least more reliable than that. 10% chance to cast random affliction on target on scoring critical. A Shroud or Strike. That's pretty good. I mean, it's a nice spell. It's a nice thing. What? Let me look at mine. At my current scepter, because I know somebody has one. We just looked at it last episode. Is it me? It is. So my current one adds Misotheistic, which is combat only, 20% chance to reflect against punishment or condemnation attacks, which is sort of good because I'm a spellcaster, and that's specifically those types of attacks, as far as I can tell, is basically the ones that when you get attacked, it's like Mind Backlash. It's the ones that when you get attacked with a spell, you get to do damage in return. Reject the will plus 10 to all defenses except deflection for 30 seconds for nearby allies on scoring kill with the Keybreaker. So it is nice. It is pretty good. You know what? Actually, that is... I'm not... This is better, isn't it? I mean, it's just superb, so I might have I think I did. I don't know if I enchanted it or not. I'm pretty sure I enchanted the unique aspect of it, though. Which is a shame, because these things are expensive. Specifically with the Vithrak brains and whatnot. Because we don't get too many of those. Shroud of Strike is really nice. I'm going to enchant it, and we're going to go with this. And then... we can't. There. 100. Grants Form Phantasmic. Casts a random defensive illusion spell when a caster becomes bloodied. That can be pretty good, and it is relatively cheap here, so yeah. I think this is a good thing to have. And yeah. So the trick for me is, instead of trying to convince myself of why the new item should replace the one that I have already, it's the opposite. I need to convince myself of why the item that I have should not be replaced. Or why I want it. Why are you giving me this? Is this a DLC area? This is going to be a DLC area, isn't it? I bet it is. With Shodi talking.
Expected arrival in
What?
a dangerous place. How curious.
How curious indeed, Langrath. We meet again. This is a different Langrath. A much better looking Langrath, I should say. Than the one we met before, in the first game. No, wait, did we meet Langrath again already in this game? No. If we did, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's... anyway.
Once again, you interrupt my business.
I like that I can ask, who are you? So that once again is... with what happened in the first game. And if you're forgotten or if you don't know, Langrath is basically one of the super, very powerful, very famous spellcasters and spellmakers of this world. There's Langrath. There's a bunch of... oh, we can actually see that. Langrath is an archmage known for her, well, their defensive spells. she is not the first to hold the title. Oh, there it is. So it explains why it's she. She's not the first to hold the title Lengrath because, yeah, it's what I was gonna say. Lengrath is more of a title than necessarily a person. Nor will she be the last. You killed her at, well, not her, somebody else, at after your encounter with the Lich Council Hut. So this sort of confirms what happened, or what I sort of knew for sure, or rather I sort of knew already, but this confirms what character I imported from the first game, because in my Let's Play, I didn't kill her. I traded information. I think it's possible for you to just be like, hey, I know many things. Do you want to know a thing that I know? Take it and don't kill me. And that's what happens. Because she has 2 dragons, and it is the hardest battle in the game, in my opinion. It's her battle. Which is funny because it is a sort of an offshoot area. It's not an area... It's an area that's introduced specifically with the second part of the expansion. Well, rather with the second expansion. And it's not in the main quest of the expansion or anything. And it's also... It's an area that's unlocked after you complete the area that is not in the main quest of the first expansion, which is Council Hut's place. I did kill Council Hut and I turned him into a skull, or rather, I kept his skull as a pet. In fact, in the first game, we can't have him, I don't think, in the second game though. But that's what happened. That's the context there. Though her form is different from when you last met, you recognize the striking figure before you as the Archmage Lengrath. Didn't I kill you once already?
Didn't stick, I'm afraid. Our misunderstanding was unfortunate.
She smiles serenely. Yeah, Lengrath also explained to us that, well, I was gonna say in no uncertain terms, she told us that they're not the same person. They do have the same sort of powers and the same title for sure and the same role, but they don't share memories or personality or anything like that. So they're technically not the same person. So when I say you manipulated me into killing Council Hut and then tried to kill me to cover your tracks, it needs that you there needs to be, you know, there's a little bit of an asterisk there, and just sort of our misunderstanding was, or rather, yeah, our misunderstanding was unfortunate. Your misunderstanding, or ours, is the question that I would like to ask. She might be referring to herself in the plural. Just in the plural. Let's ask that, though. I'm curious. Your misunderstanding or mine?
Mine, of course. The past is behind us. Let's focus on what's ahead. Or rather, below. I'm searching for a delinquent member of our order, Maura. We've not heard from her for some time and received rather cryptic word that she'd come here. Then, of course, there was the cataclysm that rent this island in twain. Knowing Maura, I don't doubt the two are related.
Wait, who's Mara?
A Huana wizard, and a member of the Circle of Archmagi.
Lengrath gives you a pained expression. Wait, she's a member? Yeah, that's right. That's why that's why I was a little bit confused if we had seen Lengrath or not. We did look into the Circle of the Archmagi when we... actually, if I'm going to pronounce it or Magi, I need to pronounce it Arch. Archmagi is the... actually, Magi. Yeah, it would be Archmagi to make it Latin. Is it? Well, it depends on if you're doing the whole ecclesiastical Latin. But that's an English word. I don't know how to pronounce it. She says Archmagi. Let's go with Archmagi. Archmagi. So, yeah, basically we saw them through a teleport or something. And I think she was there as well. But I don't remember Maura, though. I do think that there are spells from Maura.
She has a predilection for tentacle magic.
That the best kind of magic, I suppose.
Wait, do you hear that? Maura, is that you?
She cocks her head to the side, listening intently. Or maybe it's just her tentacles. And that's the spells that I probably was remembering. Maura's tentacles or something is probably a spell. A deep rumbling erupts from somewhere far below you. You'd think that she's an Andrite.
Cheat? Filthy lying ground stink doesn't play fair. Rolled a 10! Stupid wizard, I rolled 10!
Dropping the dice isn't the same as... what?
Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. You can roll the dice by dropping the dice. Okay, that is a little bit bigger tentacles than I was expecting. Oh boy. As the ground settles, the wizard and the imp exchange a shocked glance. One of the newly sprouted tentacles dances in slow, hypnotic circles over their heads.
That was the biggest one yet! Look at us standing on the fault line of sanity! Hello up there!
The wizard waves up at the tentacle before turning his attention over to you. That's Tane, his name is.
Didn't see it come in. Welcome to the Halls Obscured. My friend and I were just passing the time of the game and enjoying these little shake-ups.
We not friends. Stupid wizard is a stupid cheat.
Drowsy Puke is the name of the imp. The imp kicks a colorful set of dice across the floor before flapping its wings and crossing the room. Oh, that's a reference to Archimede's scrying pool. That's what I meant by teleport. Yeah, the scrying pool. I didn't see you in Archimede's scrying pool. I definitely don't know the name, Tane. Huh. Yeah, let's ask that.
Now that's impressive. They told me you never forgot a face.
I do a lot, actually. Tane points at you and winks.
What are you doing here, Tane? How did you even get in?
She rubs hard at her temples and sighs. Yeah, I second that. Some of us had to find our way through a labyrinth.
I got in through a hole. That one, right through there. You must have walked straight past it when you were topside.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time. Tane points over to a collapsed wall and smiles pleasantly.
Isn't this something? I came searching for Maura and got distracted. Don't you just love a good antechamber?
Tane plants his hands on his hips and surveys the area, grinning all the while.
Even if this one has a few embellishments.
He gestures at a patch of writhing flesh stretching across the ceiling. Yeah, just what is this place?
I asked myself the same question when I got here. Tentacles, eyeballs, labyrinth? It could be anything. I'd still be dumbfounded if I hadn't learned it all from Maura's own words. Here, she left this behind. I don't think she expected anyone to follow.
And he gives me Maura's field book. We're gonna read that after the dialogue. Lengrath thumbs through through the book, eyes widening as realization dawns.
She believes we stand atop the body of Wal.
But wait, Wal's body?
That would explain the powerful arcane energies here. Though I doubt the other gods' bodies were quite so friendly.
Scowling, she knocks away an errant tentacle that had been trying to entwine itself in her hair. Yeah, the tentacles are not attacking us. And that would be Wal's tentacles. Wal, isn't Wal like the god of revealed mysteries? The god of secrets. Yeah, so maybe... No, it's not the god of revealed mysteries. No, it is. Creating and unraveling mysteries. So it's normal for Wal to be sort of depicted as a probing god, as it were. This is going in directions.
Yes, just look at it. Hard to unsee, even if you close your eyes.
Tane rubs his palms together joyously as he surveys a mass of eyes and tentacles undulating beyond the gap.
While riding my dragon across the White March, I came across an unimaginably large skeleton. Legend would have us believe it is the fallen form of Abaddon.
It is.
The Circle has been speculating on the existence of the gods' bodies ever since.
Yeah. It's, And Elthas has another now. Even though it was kind of stolen. I think it might have been retconned into always having been his body. But in the first game, it's explained that it isn't Elthas' body. It might have been stolen, but what was stolen is, well, wasn't really, is the time, because we're out of it. So for right now, I'm Critical RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.